Hello, welcome to my disability simulation reflection video. So I'm going to start with the positive and negative um, experiences that I had with um, performing this disability simulation. Starting with the negative experiences, um, the first negative experience was mostly just the stigma that I had with having the oxygen tank and the walker. I was experiencing a lot of staring and disgusted type looks, which essentially lowered my self-esteem because really I didn't notice how much an individual staring or mannerisms towards someone with a disability can impact them that much. Um, Another negative experience I had was when I was going to my recreational event, which was the intramural volleyball games at the auxiliary gym in the RAC. I When I was walking into the doors, I had a lot of people that also stared at me. I had one girl come up to me and apologized for me that I had to do this assignment, as well as I had to um, be looking like this out in public. That also was a negative experience, but it was also a learning experience because of I can actually apply that experience to an individual that might have that in the future or a future patient, that I can help them learn how to advocate for themselves about um, from these negative experiences and turn them into a positive experience for them. One of the positive experiences that I had was I was able to learn new adaptive technique skills. So the oxygen tank that I had was a portable one with a oxygen tank cart, and then I also had the rolling walker. So that was a little difficult to at first to learn how to use both of those together, but as time moved on, I was able to, I was able to learn an adaptive technique that helped me independently ambulate without any safety issues. Um, and also, this will help me with my patients in the future on if they need help finding adaptive strategies for any equipment that they need using. If they're having any difficulties learning how to brainstorm and how to um, utilize these adaptive or the durable medical equipment efficiently and effectively with less safety risks. Another positive experience that I had was I was in the Dunkin' Donuts grabbing breakfast. Um, I was able to talk with one of the members of the community, and they applauded the OT program, saying that it was great that we were doing this activity because it promoted awareness for an individual's disability. Another positive experience that I had was educating students that did not know what this assessment or this assignment was all about, and educating them on the importance of this assignment as well as the occupational therapy aspects into that. Um, it was also really fun to learn how to use the adaptive equipment for cooking. I used I used a chair to sit down, so it was a different experience than actually standing up and being able to stand for long periods of time. I had to learn to take rest breaks because of the case that I was given. Um, I had to learn how to do that. I also learned how to use the portable pot holder, so I didn't have to lift it up, and I could just glide it across the counter and put the hot noodles into the colander. Um, I also another For the reflective questions, the first one of what did I take from this experience and how will it help me better and as a better clinician. Um, Really, I just gained a substantial amount of the psychosocial aspect. Um, when assuming this disability, I was able to experience and identify the impact that this disability can have on a person, um, not only out in the community, but out or just personally inside your own home. For me, it was very difficult to get around in the home. Trying to dress was also very difficult. It was frustrating. I became very agitated for a little while during that time because of how difficult some of the normal activities that I used to do independently, I now had to do with a disability. So it was very psychosocially taxing. And then reflecting on the ADL and IADL process with a disability and without a disability. So I learned with a disability, the ADL and IADL process takes a longer time, and it's also a more makes the ADLs and IADLs more complex. So that's meaning um, since my case was a frail elderly individual, I had to um, learn how to take rest breaks. And then also for dressing, it took a longer time to put a shirt on because of the oxygen tubing that I had to don and off. Um, as well as IADLs, I had to make sure that I didn't put um, or that I didn't forget to put my rolling walker into my car as I was driving to the um, grocery store. So that was also it was you had a lot of things that you had a lot of factors that you had to think about when um, that you wouldn't normally think about when I was not assuming a disability. So that was very eye opening for me. Overall, I thought this assignment was a very positive experience. I learned a lot during this assignment based on an array of factors. Um, my most favorite factor I got to learn about was the psychosocial impacts that assuming a disability can have on an individual, which I will be able to carry that experience and knowledge to my future patients and clients. Um, Now you'll be seeing a collage of my um, the places that I want to go to um, during my different locations. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.